KMIR Sports. From the Legal Docs by Me Sports Desk, here's Julie Bueller.
Well, many enjoyed Friday Night Lights. Here in the Valley, the lights at Wrigley Field in Chicago, well, they were lit for the first World Series game since 1945. But after Game 3 went to the Indians 1-0, it was actually Cleveland supporters that were probably lit after the game. And while championships in general are frequently described with plenty of hyperbole, this series is delivering on the hype.
That was as close a ball game as you're ever going to find.
Francona is exactly right. Now, mathematically, of course, that's accurate, but more importantly, strategically, this has been a fascinating series, and we've seen yesterday's game in particular was so fascinating because these two teams are led by supreme managers. Francona led the Boston Red Sox to their 2004 World Series title, ending an 86-year championship drought, and his chess-like maneuvering of his pitching staff is the reason the Indians have a 2-1 series lead. In fact, here you can see former Palm Springs power player Brian Shaw. He pitched more than an inning and allowed only one hit and did an incredible job. That was the 5th shutout in 11 postseason games that Cleveland notched. Meanwhile, Joe Madden, he's the skipper for the Cubs, who's a fearless leader, who's unconcerned with convention. We'll see which manager pulls his team through in Game 4, which is going on right now, and the Indians have a 3-1 lead in the bottom of the 3rd. So good luck to Cleveland fans, but don't worry, Chicago fans, your team trailed 2-1 in the divisional series as well. And from baseball's postseason to our local high school football team's playoff hopes, let's find out what happened last night. With a 52-8 win over Desert Mirage, the Rancho Mirage Rattlers earned at least a share of a De Anza League title. Now, a win next week at Desert Hot Springs will hand it to them outright, and this is the first league title for the school that just 2 years ago went 1-9 in its first varsity season. Now, this is a team that's likely to make a deep playoff run, so get ready for plenty of November football, Rattlers fans. Head coach LD Matthews spoke about how they accomplished this.
I'm excited. You know, these kids are really, this is kind of their hard work and dedication in the off season is the reason that we have this opportunity to find some success. And so, just really excited that they get to reap all the benefits of their hard work.
And speaking of hard work and league champs, the La Quinta Blackhawks are officially the DVL champs. Now, this is their first league win since 2014. They're at Cathedral City next week. And even if the Lions manage to pull off the upset over La Quinta, both Palm Springs and La Quinta would have one league loss, and the Blackhawks own the tiebreaker over the Indians, who are off next week. So congrats to La Quinta and all of their fans. And there were some amazing football games this Saturday in the college game, but let's highlight one amazing player. His name's Shaquem Griffin, number 18 you just saw there. He's a linebacker and one of the best for the University of Central Florida. He lost his hand at the age of 4 because of a rare birth defect, but he's still ripping up the football field. Today, he had 3 sacks, a fumble recovery, and, as you just saw, an interception. He's a junior, one of the best tackling machines on UCF. Just an amazing story, Angela. You gotta love football and sports when they can deliver stories like that.
That is incredible. That's what makes college football so cool.
Yeah, in particular.
But of course, that means that Sunday we have NFL football.
Oh, it's a big game too. NFC East showdown. Love it.
We'll be looking forward to that tomorrow. Thanks, Julie. And of course, more tonight at 11.